Alright guys, so we started working on the Corolla. Alright, here's to give you guys an idea once we got the pickup out the distributor. So that's the distributor empty. This was the base where the pickup mounted. And then this was the original pickup that was in the distributor. So they're old. I mean, they usually work really good, but the crank trigger is just going to be a better setup for this. So this is the pickup now. So that's the pickup that used to be in the distributor. As you can see, it's kind of tiny. And so basically this will be your pickup now. It's a big difference, way more accurate. And we already got this all set up. So I'm going to put this back on now. And I just got to make a mount for my trigger sensor and get it all back together. Put the coils back, put the cap back on, and fire it up. So we're going to try and fire it up today or tomorrow. So I'll post a quick video of that as well. We are back together. Got it all back together. Sorry I didn't take, more video of the assembly and all that. It's just, man, you get anxious and want to get this thing done and back together, make sure it works. And if you look down there, you can see there's the crank trigger setup. There's the wheel. So now the crank trigger here and pickup stays solid. That never gets changed. All the settings in the Haltech stay the same. That way, whenever they have to service the car, pull the distributor out, do whatever they have to, they don't have to worry about setting the distributor back. All you got to do is get the rotor phasing right to _1, and you're good to go because the timing is always locked down there. All right, here we go. Today is, we got the green light from the dyno. Gonna back it up, and part 2, hopefully this works out for us today. So should be, everything seems pretty good, but you know how it goes. Fuel pump. All right, we're back. We had a pretty successful day at the dyno. I mean, everything worked out. We learned a lot from what the motor wanted, and it made 606 to the wheel at about, it's hard to say the boost. I'm going to show you guys after this, once I get the car loaded and get inside, I'm going to show you the data log. So we're having an issue with the wastegate where the wastegate control isn't totally right. So I think either I put a bigger wastegate on it or redo this pipe and shorten the pipe down some, because we had constant boost creep. So it didn't really target a boost like we wanted. Basically, it was a constant creep throughout the RPM range, and that's never good whenever you go to dyno. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do there. Regardless, that's why I stopped. I just needed a good AFR ratio to know where the motor's happy and make sure the crank trigger worked and all that stuff. So let me show you the data log now. All right, here's the data log from the last run, the 606 run, and you can see I got boost and RPM up on the screen. So basically, if you look here, you'll see where I start the run low. There's RPM and boost, right? So you got 5,400 at 7.3 PSI. And we had a max PSI of 37 and max RPM of 8,800. So when you look at the run, as RPM starts to go up, you see boost is going up. This is fourth gear. You got 10 PSI, 5,800, 6,000. Boost is still going, which is normal. And then here you get the constant creep. So you get 31, 32, 7,000, 33, 34, 35, 7,500, 36. It just doesn't stop. So 36.2, 36.3, and then it just kind of keeps creeping till the end. We made the run all the way up to 8,800. There's where it finally stabilized, but I mean, you know, we're probably going to shift the motor 8,500. That's what it was looking like on the dyno, even though, again, we got an erratic boost reading. So the reason why we know boost is kind of off also is that without commanding any kind of boost control into it, I started to command some boost regulator into it, boost controller, to see if it would stabilize the boost pressure, but it actually started with like 29 PSI on just the wastegate spring, so that can't be right. And so it's got an older 46 tile, and I think I'm gonna go to a Turbo Smart. That's what we sell anyway, so I think I'm gonna go to a Turbo Smart 50 millimeter and just swap it out. I'm not gonna go back to the dyno and then go to the track. That's it. It's time to go to the track and see what this thing can do. So that'll be the last dyno video, and then yeah, we'll be at the track next. So I'm excited about that, so stay tuned for that.